I'd like to nominate Tom Murtaugh as president.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you only got two people, so
Yeah,
let's
right.
just do the president, I suppose. So, any other nominations? Close the floor to nominations for president. All those in favor of Tom Murtaugh as president signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, Tom is president. I'll now open the floor to nominations for vice president.
I'll make a motion. We nominate Commissioner Byers as Vice President of the Drainage Board.
All right, any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll close the floor. All in favor of Commissioner Byers as vice president signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Turn it back over to Tom.
Okay. Thank you, Doug. The next item on the agenda is the appointment of the 2026 Drainage Board Executive Administrator.
Mr. President, after much deliberation, I'd like to nominate Tara Wood as our executive administrator.
I will second that motion. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, that motion passes. Approval of the December 10th meeting minutes.
Mr. President, I'd like to approve the minute meetings as presented. So move.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, that motion passes. All right, our one project for the day, you're on. Good morning.
Good morning.
If you could hit the button in the center. Yep, perfect.
Does that work?
Perfect.
Morning, Patrick Stanton with Foresight Group, here today representing SL Architects, SKEP, and SK Hynix in their pursuit to develop 133 acres located at 3800 Yeager Road in West Lafayette. As you know, this is a proposed semiconductor facility with manufacturing, office, ancillary warehouse buildings, utility buildings, parking lots, and driveways. We were here in September and gained your approval for a mass grading proposal at that time, and we returned today to request approval of our full civil design package for the site. As before, the site is broken into 3 drainage basins. The Bose Drain to the east, the Dempsey Baker to the west, and the Simeon Yeager to the north. And on all 3 basins, we are proposing stormwater management. To the north, we will have a dry detention pond. To the east, to Bose, we will have 2 dry detention ponds discharging to the Bose Drain. And for the west, we will have a southern wet pond that will connect to an existing storm system that runs under Yeager Road. As part of this approval process, we amended the encroachment to the Bose Drain. The actual locations of our 2 discharge points shifted slightly, and we are now piping as requested by the surveyor's office. We are now piping our discharge to the ditch line of the Bose Drain. As before, we were discharging and then channelizing that flow to the ditch line. So now we're going to discharge directly. We've coordinated with the improvements of the Bose ditch that are currently ongoing with our discharge points there. So basically, we're here to request approval of our full design and the modified encroachment to the Bose Drain.
Thank you. For clarity, the last thing you said, so we did receive the modified petition to encroach. For whatever reason, I don't think it actually was published on the agenda, but it is your intent to have that approved today?
Yes.
The modified one?
Yes.
Because the original one was modified last time, I believe. correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
That-
that's what I
In
thought.
September, that was our first encroachment
Yeah.
approval.
Okay, and we've reviewed it, and we're good with it. I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure we were on the same page as far as timeline was concerned. So with that said, I would like to add the modified petition. We have it right here for the board members to take a look at if you'd like. But I would like for that to be done today also. With that said, let's back up a minute. I want to say a couple things for the meeting minutes and the general public and the Drainage Board members. Tara, if you could go back, I think it's go back one sheet, I think, in these sets of plans, the one page. Oh, no, there you go. Oh, that was it. Yes, right there. Thank you. So I do want to point out, I was contacted by the city of West Lafayette on Monday of this week, which was after this had been published. But here, I want to make note of the second entrance that is being shown, and I'm pointing to it with the red dot here on the screen. So hopefully all those in the public or in the audience here today and those maybe joining us virtually can see where I'm pointing to. But basically, this is a second entrance off of Cowborough Road, and it is located, being proposed to be located immediately east of the existing fire station here on the north side of Cowborough. I was informed by the city that this entrance has not been approved to date, and so for clarity, I want to make sure that the applicant and the Drainage Board members and the public understand that this would be contingent upon city approval, just like anything else would be, as far as if it was a state road, NDOT wouldn't have to have approval, or if it was a county highway or the city of Lafayette, so on and so forth. Our memo today and our normal operating procedures for any project is that any entrances off a public road would need to be approved by whatever jurisdiction that has control of that. So I just want to point that out. Other than that, as Pat stated, as from a drainage perspective, this board approved the mass grading plan last year. Secondly, as he stated, this board, it is inside the city of West Lafayette, so the city of West Lafayette will be reviewing the internal workings of this site. This board today is merely approving the discharge into both or all three, the Bose County Regulated Drain, the Baker-Dempsey County Regulated Drain, and the Simeon-Yeager County Regulated Drain. We have reviewed the project. It does meet our ordinance release rates, and I'd be happy to recommend approval as presented, and happy to answer any questions.
Zach, I do have a question in regard to the encroachment. So just for clarification, is it a modification to the encroachment that was
Yes.
granted previously, or is it a brand-new one?
No, it's a modification of one that we've
Okay.
approved previously, yes. And basically, it's over here along the Bose, and the original approval had one pipe, and this one has two. So we've reviewed it, it's no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any questions? Is there anyone from the public that would like to speak to this request?
So we need to do the encroachment first.
I don't think it matters. So, yeah, go, that'd be fine.
Okay, Mr. President, I move that we approve the petition for encroachment on the regular drain easement as presented.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. And then on the project?
Mr. President, I move that we approve conditional approval for the Neron full build-out from the Burke memo dated December 17th.
And I will second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. Thank you. All right, Zach, other business.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Mr. President. So next, we have a certification of assessments. This is for drain number 500, which is Timberbrook Meadows, Phase 1, regulated drain. If you remember, the Drainage Board had a public hearing on this residential subdivision, county regulated drain, 3 years ago. And this Timberbrook is located on the south side of County Road 600 North, immediately west of the Battleground Middle School. So during that initial public hearing and approval by the Drainage Board in the findings and orders, it was stated that the assessment, even though approval took place 3 years ago, the assessment would not actively take place and engage until 3 years later, which we're now 2026, and so it's time for that drain to become active and start collecting assessments. I don't know, I'll turn it over to Doug. I don't know that there's any approval necessary today, but I wanted to get it on the agenda, so Doug?
Yeah, I took a look at I've slept since the original approval, but
Yeah.
it looks like it's all in order. I mean, this is new, so I think it's good that you brought it up so that we have a record that it's getting started. But the order that you adopted back then said it was going to be, I think it was $20 a lot or something like that. And I don't think, from what I saw, that you're changing that at all. So, and it said the time for it to start was 3 years after you accepted the maintenance bond, which is where we are now. So I think we've made a record. I don't think you have to take any action on it.
It does, however, need to be signed by the board.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, so if there's going to be a signature, you might as well have a motion to approve the certification as presented.
So move.
I will second that, but I do have a question. So, on the exhibit here, it's showing a significant number of lots that are yet to be sold. So that means that the developer itself will pay that $20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if the developer still owns any of the lots, they will need to do that, yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, that motion passes. All right, and it looks like we have several satisfactions of mortgage.
Yeah, so just a little history behind this one. Several years ago, approximately 10 to 12, the Drainage Board worked with my office and with Mr. Masson and his office to produce a contract that during county regulated drain reconstruction projects, any landowner that wanted to take advantage of entering into a contract with the county could do so, and that basically allowed them to have a loan or mortgage, I guess, with the county with an interest rate of 5%. And these are the landowners that took advantage of that process, and they have paid the loan off, and now we're wanting to release, I guess, the contract or the lien against their property. Doug, I'll let you comment on that, but.
Yeah, it technically is a mortgage just because any debt secured by real estate is a mortgage. So that's what we have. If they hadn't paid it off, it's no real difference than your assessments. That constitutes a lien against the property too. But in any event, they've paid it off, and so you need to file a release.
Okay, Mr. President, I move that we approve the satisfactions of mortgages by a Catherine Wilcox, a Leslie and Judith Christensen, Hadley Associates, Inc., Steve Heimbach, Ray Opp Martin, First Merchants Trust Company Successor Trustee, Kenneth E. Byers, RDG Properties LLC.
And I will second that. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, that motion passes. All right, and we have some 2026 reports.
Yes, so the first is the annual county regulated drain or maintenance, county regulated drain maintenance list of the active and inactive drains. And so basically what that means is that the ones that are listed as active will be under active assessment, and landowners will see typically a per acre assessment rate on their property taxes statement when they receive that this year. And if it's listed as inactive, they will not. So I'm happy to answer any questions. The other associated document, so let me back up. The active inactive list is required for myself and the Drainage Board to do every year by state statute. The second document is the classification report, and that is by statute allows me to do on an as-needed basis. Typically and historically, I've done it every year just because we've got a lot of work going on and it's needed. So I have done so again this year, and I'd recommend approval.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the active/inactive assessment status list and the regulated drain classification report.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. All right, public comment. Seeing none.
Move to adjourn.
All right, we are adjourned.